This is from GameSpot. Support for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is ending, but the game isn't being delisted. Developer Gun Interactive feels that it has achieved its creative vision for its brutal multiplayer game. This was actually today, 9:33 a.m. Pacific time. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre developer Gun Interactive has announced that the game will not receive any future content or support after the release of a new patch later this month. The studio added that there will be more patches released in the future that will help transition the Texas Chainsaw Massacre to a peer-to-peer matchmaking, and the game will not be delisted from storefronts. Well, many people called it. This echoes the studio's pledge to keep the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from suffering the same fate as Friday the 13th, the game, which was delisted and shut down in 2023 due to its license expiring. Gun Interactive says that it feels the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has reached its full potential and that it has been able to realize its future for asymmetrical multiplayer game, allowing it to see its vision for this project toward its natural creative end. From the very beginning, we've always had a clear, concise vision for this game. We wanted to push the envelope on multiplayer asymmetrical horror, shed the light on this iconic film to a newer generation, and place folks into the beautiful but macabre world of Mortal County. And we feel we have achieved that, the studio explained. As for the future, Gun Interactive hasn't revealed what its next project is, but it's urging fans to stay tuned. One of asymmetrical multiplayer games based on a horror movie IP, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stands apart from other games by utilizing a 4v3 structure for its gameplay, forcing survivors to keep an eye out for the chainsaw-wielding Leatherface and his homicidal family, an authentic recreation of the classic slasher movie right down to Leatherface's signature chainsaw. The game was well received at launch as one of the scariest and best designed experiences. The TCM has reset the bar for multiplayer horror games. While the game will still live on with dedicated fans who regularly play it, the same can't be said for Evil Dead. Yeah, Evil Dead, they pulled that. I was watching another stream and I saw this pop up. Yeah, they ending support. So basically, I had actually posted in Reddit that I had hoped that they wasn't ending support for the game, but they actually did end support for the game. Because somebody said that they don't think that they cared about the game anymore. Hold on, let me see something. Reddit. Yeah, because I put, like, if y'all can see this. That's good. Well, I put like, what if there were 2-on-1 maps? I actually said that I was gonna put this on from a in a stream that I did. I think it was last week, or maybe a week before last. And I was wondering if they could put two maps in one. It was an idea, obviously, because we were trying to see, well, I was trying to see, like, if they can make something that was newer that other games wasn't doing. And obviously this got a lot of comments. Some people said it was cool, some people didn't like it, some people said that whatever. But this comment right here, they made this comment 10 hours ago. It says, cool idea, but if we're being honest, they won't. I don't care. Oh, I don't think they care much about this game anymore. And I just put maybe not. Who knows? If that's the case, they should just say that instead of dragging it on. And apparently, right after I said that, I seen another streamer doing a stream saying that they ended support for the game. So I had to come on here and make sure that this wasn't no BS. This is their official site. It's on their official site. I just don't know where to go on here. So I've been reading other articles. Community hub. Usually it's on the community. Oh, here it is. Here it is. An update on the future of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre DLC and what's next. What do you mean what's next? Like y'all this game's been out 2 years and you just stopped support for them and you literally can put more stuff in. That's crazy. I just gotta make sure my my mic is still on. Yeah, that's nuts, man. But this is why I need to get a second monitor so I could watch this and not be clicking back and forth. But that's nuts, man. That's fine. But the team has news to share about what to expect in the future for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just a couple of years ago, if you sat down and asked anyone here at Gun Interactive what would be a dream project for them, you'd hear them say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a pivotal film for any horror lover, innovative, indie, and artistic. Gun brings that same spirit to making games. Being able to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre get into the hands of players is one of the proudest accomplishments we've had as a studio. We feel proud of the game we've made, and we're happy that we're at a point where we feel the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has reached its full potential. From the very beginning, we've always had a clear and concise vision for this game. We wanted to push the envelope on multiplayer asymmetrical horror, shed light on this iconic film to a newer generation, and place folks into the beautiful but macabre world of Mortal Kombat. We feel we achieved that. This is pretty much the same thing. There's some new stuff. For instance, telling the story of Maria Flores and her friends while bringing horror icons into the franchise like Kane Hodder, Barbara Crampton, Scout Taylor Compton, and Skeet Ulrich. Scout Taylor Compton, isn't that the girl? They didn't even put her on here yet, though. Oh no, is this the young girl? Oh no, is that her? Oh man, I don't know who she played in this. Hold on. Was she a voice? Was that the little girl? No, that wasn't the little girl. Scout Taylor Compton. Who was she? Was she She was one of the voices. That's right. Yeah, she was one of the voices. So anyway, Skeet Ulrich was incredibly rewarding and important to us. While creating something new, we still sought to honor the 1974 film authentically, working from Kim Hinkle's character Bible, as well as bringing back franchise favorites Bill Moseley and Ed Neal. And at this point, we feel that we have seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre fully realized. With that being said, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre will not be receiving any future any further future content or support. This means that there will be no more DLC, balance updates, or bug fixes after our upcoming May patch. You can still expect a few more patches in the future in order to transition to a peer-to-peer matchmaking. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre will still be playable and is not being delisted from storefronts. Our community team will continue to interact with our players as we continue to celebrate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with all of you who love this game just as much as we do. As a creative studio, it's imperative to communicate that we've seen this vision through to the natural creative end. We are a scrappy group of horror heads and artists continuously working on bringing cinematic experiences to you all. We appreciate the folks who understand the vision we are bringing to the asymmetrical multiplayer horror space because, let's face it, it may not be for everyone, but those who get it, those who have widened their gaming circles to play the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those who have reveled in the terror, horror, and beauty of this world with their friends keep us motivated and ready to continue to do what we do best, make your favorite horror games. We wouldn't have it any other way. What's next for Guns? Stay tuned. That's crazy. I'm on Reddit. Let me see if they said never make another effing game. Rest in peace, TCM. Wow. Wow. We're not going anywhere. We're here for the long haul. This was on, what is this on? Is that on Facebook? The last community check was a year ago. Will they do at least want to explain the end of the Yeah, sell the damn game. Full potential, are we high? Yeah, like, that's crazy. It hasn't reached its full potential yet. Like, what are y'all talking about? That's crazy. You know what? This really makes me want to not ever play a game that's made by Gun again. Cause I was so on their sides. So on their side. Let me stop scrolling a lot. But I was so like on their side, and they just shit on their players. Like, how do you mean full potential? Like, y'all are really serious with that comment, that with that potential, full potential, LOL. It's still more to add. It's still way more to add. That's crazy. Same reason people came from F13. Stay tuned for what's next. Why would anyone still want a game when TCM couldn't even last 2 years? Yeah, I don't know if I can mess with Gun anymore, because this is horrible. How depressing. You let the player base down time and time again, and then in the end gave up on them. What a way to spit in the face of your community. It's a shame. This game has so much unreached potential and exciting content to come, and y'all just took the easy way out. I agree with that. What a bunch of clowns. LOL, I knew this was coming. What's up, Vampire? Scout Play, Julie. I'm never giving Gun any more money. I bought that stupid content pass and regret it to this day. Yeah, man. Like, I'm like, I obviously make a lot of horror. Obviously, my channel, I don't want it centered around any game like F13. I'm just in a horror niche. So I'm gonna play other games. I'm gonna continue playing TCM because I've bought it. But in the future, I don't know if I'm gonna play any more games from Gun, because they only support it for a little while, and then they move on to whatever. That is crazy. Gun, stop making games at this point. Y'all wasted this game so badly. Give the game to somewhere else. Yeah, if they could do that, then just If people are smart, they will not ever buy another game from this company again. I just don't get that. They got so much more that they can add, and they can't blame a lawsuit this time. Gee whiz. This was something to wake up to. Wait, what the F? So we are not getting a head pack or everything else left to release in the upcoming for the May update? Apparently not. Only thing coming in the May update is bug fixes. They really didn't give a flying F. This is so funny considering you guys say you're still as passionate about the game as you were when we were creating this game from scratch. Almost everyone saw this coming. Please never be involved in a game again because the way you guys broke customers their trust and over and over is embarrassing. Yeah, like I say, before they could blame it on the lawsuit, but now there's no lawsuit here. So what's the problem? Actually pathetic. I defended y'all so many times. They didn't promise this. Like they didn't promise this in a certain time frame and other ish. This is embarrassing and sad. Your team has to be the most incompetent dev team I've ever seen for any game. Friday went down, not Texas, and this game has not seen its full potential. Never buy from this company again, and I recommend no one else does. Sell the damn game. It is a very good game with so much incredible potential. Yeah. They gave us the Friday, yeah. LOL. With no lawsuit this time. Yep. Now, you know what? And they're going to get another horror IP. I bet you they're working on like Halloween or something. It was a video I saw. I think the guy's name was Cody. And he was saying that this is a couple days ago. He was saying that he thought that they were giving up on the game because they got another horror IP. And he was like, maybe it was Halloween. He was like, and it was another one he mentioned, but I forget the name of it, but I guess it was popular. And he said that he thinks that they're giving up on this game because they're making some in one of those, like either Halloween or that other one. You prove that you guys are the worst game makers among all developers and publishers. Deep Side, a beautiful license fell in the wrong hands of game makers like you. Unreal. Really stay tuned. I can't believe the amount of support and grace we've given y'all to just haphazardly announce the shutdown. Couldn't even deliver on the last bits of content promised. Yeah, this is very upsetting. They talking about reaches full potential. I'm still not understanding that. Full potential. It's literally you got content from the 03 movie. You got content from the movie from, what was it, 06? You got content from the Netflix movie. You got content from, it's another movie. It was called Leatherface. I actually got the DVD of it. It was like the beginning of the TCM, how Leatherface came about. Boss Team Games is doing Halloween. Good. It isn't Halloween. Halloween's been done. Yeah, right. You did say that, Vampire. You did. You said Boss Team. Yeah, good. I don't want Gunna. If it's something, maybe it's some type of off-brand game. I don't know. But I'm done with them. I'm done. I'll continue to play TCM, obviously, and I'm gonna be playing F13 again. But it'll be the bots. It'll be the bot thing, but which is fine. But I'm not, because eventually they're gonna wind up shutting down the servers because they're gonna be talking about it's no money coming in. Now, if they shut down the servers and can't nobody play online, and it's no single player mode on here, this is gonna be useless. It's not gonna be worth my time because you won't be able to play it. Officially the worst devs of all time. Absolutely shocking. I know I will not be buying any future products you create, as will many others. You had such a good game to work with and a loyal fan base that so desperately wanted to support you so the game could get more content and more fun things. But yet time and time again you have failed. You don't care about what you create, and you certainly don't care about us, the players, the fans. You don't deserve the chance for another horror IP. What's next for Gun? Hopefully closure. Hopefully getting close. This is unfreaking believable. And like I said, they can't blame a lawsuit this time. Yeah, I'm done with them. I can't do it. I can't do unless it's some type of unless it's Friday. I mean not Friday 13th, unless it's Nightmare on Elm Street, which I hope they don't ever touch. I hope they don't ever touch it. But hopefully we look forward to boss games, and I will be implementing some more games into this channel. Like I got Little Nightmares that I want to play. Little Nightmares 3. I don't know what's going on with that game, but I will be playing F13. I'll still be playing TCM, but I'm not. This is why you don't center your channel or channels around one game. Don't ever do that, because you never know. You're at the mercy of these gaming companies, and you never know when they're going to shut down. You never know when they're going to shut the game down. Crossplay isn't even work. LOL, we won't get matches. Yeah. Crossplay isn't going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Like, come on with this, man. Really? Like, who is making these decisions? This is what I don't understand. Is it Wes? Is it somebody else? Is he beholden to somebody bigger? Because this makes no sense. Like I say, with F13, I could have gave him a pass, which I did. I gave him a pass. They had a lawsuit. It was out of their control. Okay, fine. With this, they said that they wouldn't have an issue, because the creator of TCM said, nah, we good. No issue. We're good. So now what's the excuse? It's going to be some type of excuse, and they're not going to communicate probably with TCM, the TCM community, not on a regular basis. They wasn't doing that anyway. Oh wow, what a shocker. Absolutely no one saw this company, but anyway, no one saw this coming. But anyway, thanks for the first few weeks though. I had some fun with friends before the game started fading and patches slowed to a crawl. Hopefully your next game is the original IP and universe, not tied to a licensed brand. Man, I don't care what game they make. I ain't playing it. They did lie about the lawsuit. They did what they lie about. Like what part? Cause I know they said when it was over. I'm not in them. We're not in those rooms where they got the back talking all that stuff and dealing with all these movie things and all that. So with them, no. Yeah, I'm done with them. I tried to defend them. They could still make content. They chose not to. Oh, they did. They could have for F13. Okay. So if you're saying that you're a horror fan and you're a big horror fan, but why do you keep messing with these games like this for the first year or so? Yeah, it's good, but then after that you just fade away. Is it because y'all made y'all money? Y'all made y'all money and it's just move on to the next thing because it's hot and fresh? Like, what the hell? It's ridiculous. They were still making money from the kill packs and emotes, LOL. Yeah. I'm done. Like I say, I'm going to continue to play TCM until that goes down the wire, down the drain. And they say, oh, we shutting down the servers like they did with F13. So my guess is now that they didn't have to shut down the servers then for F13. They kept saying the rights holders wanted them to shut the servers down. Maybe I'm thinking now that they didn't have to do that. Because the thing is, they're making money with this game and the servers cost them whatever it cost them. They made enough money. They could literally kept the servers up and made some type of deal. They lost their license. They could have made a deal to keep the license. This is so disappointing to all this whole community. The last line is a FU to the folks who said this game was dying since release week. I'm so disappointed in y'all. If it had been Sumo, the game would still be alive. When y'all took over, all you were incompetent. You broke the anniversary, introduced more bugs than ever, gave us lackluster cosmetics, made the game horrendously unbalanced. Now y'all are just throwing in the towel. I love this game. It was fun. The characters had personality and y'all shat on it. Honestly, you Black Tower and Gun are really bad at your jobs. This game was the only game I ever bought of yours and will remain that way. You had a perfect game with potential. Now it's no longer receiving content that was promised. The hair pack a lie. Execution pack 6 a lie. Final Weather variant a lot. In the end, y'all should be barred from making any future titles. I was so hyped for future stuff for this game. It was fun while it lasted, I guess. This game has been honestly the funnest horror asymmetrical on the market, and it hurts so bad to see it go down the path so many others that failed before. Respectfully, Gun, any content for the game not 2 years later isn't a good look for your future game releases. People will remember this. Yes, the community are very quick to jump at the chance to criticize this game, but despite that this game has an incredibly loyal fan base here, it only saw greater growth with the recent PS Plus player influx. Yeah, like why would y'all do that? And it's new people that just came on to play the game. Personally speaking, I've been with this game since day one and took a break since last year, but the recent influx of newbies has had me hooked again. If there was ever any room to reconsider or appeal this decision, which I imagine there isn't, then please do, or at least to find some sort of compromise that will let the community see the release of at least one final content update so that your unreleased work doesn't go to waste. Regardless, it's been a hell of a ride. I'd have at least liked to see the game get one more family and victim before bowing out. Man, this game could have lasted for 4-5 years. That's crazy. Here y'all that they done it again. Like I say, F-13, we could make a case for that, but I'm being told that they lied about that. They could have added more content and just chose not to. The game has reached its full potential. Question: no way. Get back in there, Gun, and quit trying to make excuses to quit. There's plenty of balancing characters to be added, maps to be made, and new game modes to be created. You're just calling it quits when the game has so much more potential. I definitely think there's at least more maps that could be done. So many fun map ideas. This is crazy. Wow. I'm just appalled, man. I'm appalled. This game dies on Evil Dead, the game's birthday. You cannot make this up. We all knew this day would come. Yeah, I knew the day would come, but not this early. Not this early, like really? So what about the leaked footage with the actress doing motion capture for a new family character? It looked like an interesting idea. Why has this project been scrapped and in development right after the game has had a huge spike in new players alongside with big streamers coming back to it? Is a terrible idea. I understand it wouldn't have had a long-term future, but it really should have been longer than this. Our team does not discuss leaks, rumors, or speculation. Really? Leaks, rumors, or speculation. They were at your the actress was at your studio. What are you talking about? A leak or speculation? It's not speculation. Let's all be honest, this was never a passion project for Gun's team. I hoped for a sissy thin Rush Week. They couldn't even do a new Rush Week map. Man, you know what? Like I say, I'm done with them. I'm done. This is very disappointing. Please stay away from Halloween. Well, they not doing Halloween. Scream, yeah, don't do Scream. Please don't do Scream. Don't do Nightmare on Elm Street. Stay away. No, stay away. Please don't do nothing else. Don't you how many TCM movies have came out and you're talking about the game reaches full potential? That's flabbergasting to me. It reached its full potential after 2 years, even with all the movie stuff that came out, all the maps you could still add, all the characters you could still add. Get the hell out of here. They are deleting comments. Of course they are. Of course they're deleting comments. They was deleting when I was asking about the maps and stuff, about how they could put certain things in or certain characters in. They would delete my stuff too. So yeah, what a joke. Yeah, a big joke. Well, I guess we will see an update on the future. They making it seem like they was gonna actually add more stuff. Well, you know what? Like I say, I'm gonna get on off of here now. I just wanted to make this quick live stream. I'm glad y'all was able to see it. So this news is spreading around very quick, and I'm sure y'all gonna see a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators on Twitch, on TikTok, and YouTube making videos about this. But this is my final thing I'm gonna say. If you're a horror gamer, you're a fan of horror or whatever, don't buy anything else from Gun Media. It's gotta be something like just super astronomical that will make me buy something else from them again. I'm not buying anything else. I'm not playing TCM is the last thing I'm playing from them. I'm not playing anything else. F13 I'm gonna still play with the single player mode, but I'm not buying anything else from them. I'm done. It's a joke. They made fake IDs on Reddit to defend their game too. I don't even know if I should bother with the rest of my TCM matches. I'm gonna still upload it because I recorded it, so I'm gonna use it for the content. But other than that, any new stuff I'm not buying. I'm done because this is ridiculous. The game came out in 2023. They had a big hype up for it. A big hype up with the tech tests and all that stuff. People were streaming. People were very excited. And then 2 years, not even 2 years later, because it was August of 2023, not even 2 years later, they're ending the game. They're ending all the updates. Like, are you kidding me? What a joke. All right, man, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all watching another stream. This was just a bonus stream. But yeah, if you got any sense, don't buy anything from Gun anymore, because they say that they're horror fans and they're so passionate about the stuff. They ain't passionate about it, because if that was the case, all these games would still be lasting. They would have made a deal after the lawsuit was over with the F13. They would still be making content for this game for at least 2 or 3 more years, maybe even beyond that. If it was 2 or 3 more years, I say, well, it did. They added a lot of stuff, maps and all that, but they just don't care. So I'm out of here. I'll see y'all on the next stream.